Hello. Someone should honestly tell me why living in Ghana is so difficult for some people. I think the system in Ghana is designed to favor some category of people and others are just suffering. Tell me why someone will farm for like 2 seasons and yet getting people to buy their produce is just a problem. You've worked hard, you've invested money, and at the end, getting someone to buy your produce is now a headache for you. This is the story of rice farmers, most rice farmers in Ghana, especially in the Upper East region. When I say the Upper East region, I mean Navrongo, Fumbisi area there. Those of you that might know, they do a lot of rice farming there because of the canal, the artificial irrigation system there. Because of that, they do a lot of rice farming there. And these people farm like as one person can farm a lot of acres, so there's much rice there. But the problem is who to buy them at the end. And I think the idea of the one district, one factory thing was very necessary and it was very important. And if fully implemented, like it would have been something that could have changed the narrative of some of these stories. But we are in Ghana and a lot of talks are being promised to us by politicians, but at the end we don't see them being delivered. Both Navrongo and Fumbisi, if you combine these two communities, there are 5 districts in all. So these 5 districts, let's assume the one district, one factory thing was to work. Out of the 5 districts, let's say one of them, if one of them was a rice factory, because that's the major thing they do in that district. So out of those 5 districts, at least one of them will have been a rice processing factory where they process this raw rice into finished goods like the polished one and package them so nicely so that they'll be attractive for people to buy. And if government had implemented something like this, do you think these rice farmers will have this problem of lack of markets? Even if it would have been there, it would have been very limited, because that factory would have been buying a lot of that rice and processing it into finished products. And that, number one, is going to bring revenue to the country because that factory belongs to the government. And number 2 is going to reduce unemployment because it's going to employ a lot of people. Imagine a factory, at least 100 people will be employed. And that is contributing so much to reducing unemployment, which is one of the major problems in Ghana. But we don't see any of those things. And I think there are a lot of problems in Ghana, and I don't know why we don't want to tackle those problems head on. So I learned they've been promised that the Ghana buffer stock is coming to buy the rice, but they've been delayed. And the problem is, how long can you keep on buying the rice? The solution is to look for a way to help process it, and that is the best thing. And once you do that, you reduce the importation of rice. Simple. So if there's less foreign rice in the country, that will mean that the foreign rice will be more expensive or will be like limited, and that will throw the option for people to purchase more of the local one. And that way you are promoting your own product, and that will lead to value addition, and it's going to just do a lot more for the country. But like, I don't know whether the politicians don't notice these things or people just pretend not to know, and people are suffering as if they are not Ghanaians. So this is just the short thing I have to say. They should look for a way of like getting a rice processing factory within these 2 communities, Navrongo, Fumbisi, that area. They do a lot of rice farming there, and they need a rice processing factory. And they need support to reduce foreign competition with them, and they'll be able to like do their work so perfectly because there are a lot of people into that business. And if you ignore them and let them struggle with access to market, and at the end their businesses collapse, where are they going to get alternative jobs to do? And that is just going to keep worsening our situation as a country. So I think Ghana deserves better, and every member of Ghana, every citizen of Ghana deserve better, and rice farmers deserve better because they're also citizens of this country. Thank you so much, and I'll be doing a subsequent video just in regard to this processing thing. The people of Upper West, Northeast, them too, they have a lot of shea nuts and they have a lot of things they harvest. And I think we should look for a way of getting them to factories to process these shea nuts into shea butter and just something, because that is just what is going to help reduce our problems. We have a lot of social vices in this country. We have a lot of unemployment problems, and these things are the root cause of all these problems we see. So if you are a politician or you are a leader and you really want to solve the problems of this country, tackle them from the root cause. Tackle them from the root cause and not be trying to like do as if you want to solve the problem by just helping people temporarily. It doesn't work that way. If you tackle the thing head on, you've tackled it once and for all. Thank you so much, and I hope this video get to the right people. Thank you and bye.